Okay, other people can be privy to the conversation now. Stream start.
Trying to keep up with you. Well, what do you mean keep up with me? What the fuck are you talking about?
So,
Fucking sir, look at what you're doing right now. What the fuck are you saying? Keeping up with me. Bitch. That's part of the process, miss.
yeah, it takes a few rage quits. Remember,
For sure.
take breaks, have drinks, relax, kick the computer.
Remember how once upon a time, for no reason at all, I didn't, like, for the longest time, didn't have pressure sensitivity in magma? For no fucking reason.
Yeah, that was weird. And I think Cat last time was having trouble with that. All good. Many moods.
See, the fun thing is, every time you guys are going, oh god, something's changed, this is hard, I'm sitting here going, I've noticed exactly nothing. But also, I don't know what I'm doing, so, like, eh.
But yeah, hi! Hello, hi Kira. Hopefully, we were all commiserating with your not great start to the day. Oh no! Oh no, many hugs.
Yeah, definitely consider screaming at the stairs.
Yeah, do that. I'm putting you through. I was gonna say shenanigans, but I feel like that's.
Boo. How dare you?
What are
Dare
you
you
planning
make
to
fun
do
of
this
Kira's
time?
injury.
Wait, no, don't tell me. The suspense is honestly the only thing keeping me awake back here.
That's alright, I've been hacked.
Well,
Nice.
I think I'll go to the dentist.
No?
Sure, after this show, nothing hurts.
Also, apologies for the late start of stream, I don't know why. Everything was ready and then I was late. Which is basically my experience with time recently. Like, if you would have asked me this morning prior to looking at what date it was doing admin, I would have said that it was like the 3rd or 4th. It's the 10th, apparently. Don't know when that happened.
Around midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually when those things happen. I'd say it's the 10th. It is.
I know. It was a full moon.
It's a full moon. Yeah. The moon was very pretty yesterday. I was in the car, that's why I saw the moon. Never really paid attention to the moon, but I was in a car and I looked straight at the moon and it was very pretty.
Life's a mess. Mercury's probably in the microwave. Who knows? Problem.
Well, if life's a mess, then Mercury is probably not in a microwave, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Need to recapture him in the microwave, and then that'll solve all our problems. So what do I draw?
I don't fucking know, man. Draw a Frenchman.
Huh?
Draw a Frenchman.
Okay.
Yeah, you asked.
And here I was going to request the romance novel cover J&K that we were denied last week.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that after drawing a Frenchman. The boys or girls making kissy.
Oh
being
yeah, mad kissy. Getting mad kissy.
Ruffling each other's feathers.
You have reminded me by a weird tangent. I got distracted from all the things that I should have been doing yesterday and instead added a thing to the stream. I don't know where this thing came from. My brain just said I should make it. So if anyone, if you fancy typing in exclamation mark cocktail, you are welcome to. I don't know how much value it'll add to the stream.
Chris, why did you add it?
I don't know.
Where did this come from?
I have very... So, the slight tangent was that I follow someone who has a thing where they've got like a rabbit as their mascot, and you can put food in a box for the rabbit, and depending on... Like, all different foods have like a different thing that the bot says when you put it in the box and stuff like that. I don't know how I got from that to cocktails, and why I thought cocktails work with this stream. I don't drink, by the way. I do not recommend these recipes because they are, as you might notice, random. That one says Angel Delight, and that's probably not a recipe. And roast potatoes.
I mean, considering the first one that has you putting in lemon peel and roast potatoes.
Yeah. I made many lists of words, many lists of ingredients and garnishes and drinking vessels and mixing objects, and yeah. Smooches on the roof. Kiro's smooches on the roof. What a cocktail.
It does make me just wonder if you had a fever that you were unaware of.
Possibly. I would not be surprised if a doctor went, yeah, no, you've been feverish for the past 2 weeks.
Right. I should probably also draw something. That might be part of this stream.
New Year's, we should make these. Do not. I put in some weird ingredients. You don't want to do that. But yeah, that's the reason I remembered it, is because Mad Kissy is in the prompts for name generation.
I did have fun, thank you, Kira.
Oh yeah. How
it was very fun.
Fun time. Have you recovered?
I have. I've not done anything all fucking day.
One.
I picked up a new manhwa and I read it, and that's the only thing I did all day, and I don't know what's happened. But no, it was fun. The Saturday was more fun than the Friday. Something we found out this year. Usually we go on Saturday and Sunday, but my friend had a concert to go to this Sunday, so we decided let's go Friday this year, Friday and Saturday. Friday, nothing really happens there, so it's good for shopping if you want to buy stuff. It's not good for if you actually want to see stuff, like, you know, cosplay competitions or dance competitions or MV showings or whatever. All the things I watched yesterday. And those were really fun. I have seen approximately like 20 to 30 Saja boys from K-pop Demon Hunters. So, I don't know, I just felt like certain people in chat would love to know about that. Probably one of the cosplays I saw the most of was just K-pop Demon Hunters in general.
Nice.
Little soda pops, yeah. No, most of them had like the
I bet.
like demon stripes. I assume they're demon stripes and like the black hats and such, and looking very gothy. Very few little soda pops. And my friend did show me an edit of the song My Little Soda Pop, where like someone gets shot at like the pop and then it just continues, and it was very funny. Just a very upbeat song then. Yeah. What else did I see? As per usual, quite a bit of Genshin Impact. That's been like a main thing over the past couple of years. But no, other than K-pop Demon Hunters, no real standouts when it came to cosplay this year. Like, no, like, real big things. I know this because I have been at cons where it's like, I've been going to this con that I found out, like, this year. I've been going to this con since 10 years ago. Every year.
Happy anniversary.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, I've seen, like, when, like, you know, when things get big and suddenly there's, like, just everyone cosplays at that. But that's not really been the case this year. Except for the 20 to 30 Saja boys, but you know. It's still one of the funniest things when the year that Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and like at least 50 people at the con were dressed up as Team Skull Grunts, and they would just group up and they walked everywhere. It's just this group of like 40 Team Skull Grunts led by Guzma. It was perfect. 10 out of 10 experience. And every time they saw another Team Skull Grunt, they just joined the pack. It was very funny. But yeah, went to see cosplay competition yesterday. Very pretty, very good. Dance competition. Again, these super good. Like this year they divided up the prizes for like instead of just 1, 2, 3, they'd go just a prize for a singular person, prize for a duo, and a prize for a group, which is much more fair.
Yeah.
Went to see the lip sync battle, which is always fun. Because that's when people just get silly. Picking a stupid song for a character and just lip syncing the hell out of it. And the AMV showing, which was just a nice end. They showed like, I think it was like 30 videos or something, but there had been like 100 something entries, which was insane. Very fun. And just in general, lots of walking about, shopping, getting merch, pointing out cosplays, going, I've watched that. I should watch that again, promptly forgets about it.
Return to step one.
Return to step one, yeah. E. And of course, quite a few people dressed as Frenchmen because of Expedition 33. Because why the fuck not, you know? Also, for
Indeed.
Kiro specifically, some people dressed as Epic the Musical characters.
Yay.
Thank you for telling. I'm glad. What's Epic the Musical? There wasn't people dressed as Epic the Musical characters. Yeah, because I've seen at least one Hermes, one Athena, one, have I seen Odysseus? I think I've also seen Odysseus, yeah. It's sometimes hard to figure out which one they actually are.
I mean, it's an audio thing, right? So
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
bit tricky.
cool. Are they trying? Yes.
Sing
no,
your song,
maybe?
please.
Please just go around singing. Wouldn't you like a taste of like the Hermes
Yeah.
songs? Just go about singing those throughout the
Like-
entire con.
Officially, it's essentially a concept album. It's just that everyone's run with it, and there's just so many animations made off of the various songs.
Yeah. They went with the quote unquote like canon designs. It's not really canon, but those were like from the animatics that were included in like the watch party hosted by the creator, who he commissioned like the animatics for it.
Happens.
Still a lot of it up to interpretation from like the people who made it, but like that's what they got most of their inspiration from, so. At least Hermes is easy to figure out, because there's usually wings either on the boots or on the head somewhere. It's like, yeah, okay, I got it.
Right, I've drawn a Frenchman. What do I do now?
Mad Kissy, boyfriends.
You denied us last week. We demand compensation.
Fair enough.
We demand compensation. We need the boyfriends going Mad Kissy.
Let me look up romance covers.
Sunglasses, fur coat, and the same amount of Troy. No, that's that's fucking Troy. I mean, it's also Hermes, but also it was like 27 degrees. You do not want to be wearing a fur coat.
I know for a fact there was one from last week where we were like, this just screams the two of them, ignore the horse. Yeah, here we go.
And I think that's still like the most like insane thing to me about cosplayers is just them walking around in their fucking hot AF outfit.
Yeah. Why there's a big deal put on people who put like cooling systems inside outfits and
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was the last con I went to in person, but like a con I went to in person quite a few years ago. So I don't usually do cosplay stuff just because of the uncomfortable portion of it. Like, it's just like, there's a lot of material where I'm just kind of like, this doesn't work. But what I always make to do, even if I'm not going with people who are cosplaying, is I always bring, like, emergency supplies with me. Which include things like a pocket sewing kit in case someone is having a costume malfunction in the middle of the hallway, and safety pins, and unopened bottles of water for the furry that inevitably gets overheated in their head.
Yeah.
Always take hydration.
No, they are pretty good about that at the con. Like, there's multiple points to, like, fix your stuff and such. So, and they have put an effort into getting, like, the rooms and such cooler. Because, at one point in the past, someone fainted in the dealer room, and the year after that, they had, like, cooling installed. So, the con is pretty responsible when it comes to that stuff, which is nice. But yeah, I'm really impressed by fucking people walking around in their full fucking suits and shit. Like, I was cosplaying, it was hot as fuck, and I wasn't even wearing that much. Because I took the sensible route and wore shorts, even though the character doesn't wear shorts.
Okay, sorry, random. I'm just gonna have to interrupt because I just looked up the person I was drawing from memory, and I'm pretty pleased.
Who did you draw?
This is the person who taught me discrete mathematics at university.
Oh.
He's the only
French?
He's the only Frenchman I know. So.
Oh, okay.
He's also now an honorary professor, so good for him.
I was really wondering who you were drawing.
That is from an 8-year-old memory of an old lecturer. It's not a bad likeness.
Sam.
I figured there was a joke or reference here that I didn't know, but I just figured it was from some 60s British TV show.
That is a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, I expected it to be a reference to something. I didn't expect it to be a reference to your life.
Yeah, he was a lecturer when I was there, and he's now an honorary professor, so good for him.
Good for him.
He's doing great.
Right. I actually should probably draw something, maybe.
I mean, we could always pull more romance novel cover art.
No.
Is that a rose?
Do romance novel art today.
Or if not romance novel cover art, the old fantasy cover art, because that also goes hard with the oil paintings too.
Your son, he's so pretty. Smooch.
He's got more hair.
Give him smooch.
Used to the short side. Yeah, growing it out. Trying new things. Apparently.
I mean, I've known enough people who have undercuts to suspect that it might be less of a growing it out and more of a, hey, when was the last time I got a haircut? I don't know, I'm too busy or lazy.
No, it's definitely on purpose. Miss did this for our amusement. He is allowed to be fluffy. Let him be fluffy.
Floomf.
More flumf. More. I demand more.
Oh. I did consider at various points doing a thing of like, what if I drew this character with this character's hair? What would it look? The answer I think is generally weird. Thinking over so many layers? I think what you mean is you have
no,
so many layers.
how
We could,
dare you?
those layers are yours, they've always been yours, and they will continue to be yours. We can make our own.
Yeah. I could draw more alternate hairstyles characters like I did last time. That's probably something I could do.
Yeah. More characters with a hair down / up.
Yes.
Or freshly showered.
Or drowned rat.
Hmm. Who should I do first? Because I did Bo and Nyx with their hair down last time.
Yes, Puppy Cloud. See, now that I've said drowned rat, the first thing that comes to mind is Buddy.
Yeah,
Drowned
I
rat.
was gonna say. That wasn't the only one. Bird boy's name. Paimon. Paimon's got feathers. How does that work? Literal ruffled feathers.
I don't know how that would work.
What a young Paimon with downy hair.
Little poof ball.
Right, let me look up a baby chick.
You're
We'll
have to
go
pick what
from
kind of
there
baby
for
chick,
a while.
because there's some baby chicks that look like, oh, this is adorable, and then there's others where it's like, this is a gray Muppet.
Most of them are the latter, in my experience. And you got to be careful with the form because they might be AI. Or somebody who makes really cool little model that looks so realistic. People are like, "This is what a baby crow looks like." It's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, crows or baby crows are horrid, but like, unless it's the day of hatching, in which case they look like horrid little goop monsters. Baby chickens, like farmyard chickens, pretty cute and fluffy. However, they also have very sharp talons, so holding them is going to be still mildly dangerous, because they have little knives on their feet.
Paimon wish.
Yeah, Paimon does not have knives on his feet.
Also, just as a random aside, that it's taken me this long to notice. You occasionally get those little like online, do's and don'ts of drawing people. All these things, people have these proportions and this thing, and make sure you're making sure these things line up, and so on and so forth. And one that always stuck with me is that the top of the ears hit the eye line. And I was just thinking about that today while looking in the mirror. And I looked and I went, oh, they bloody don't. I've been drawing like that this whole time, and my ears go way above the eyeliner. I've got massive ears, but still. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I think mine are like at the eyebrow. But again, variation. Nothing is going to meet the perfect dimensions.
Keep insisting people have ankles. I know, right?
Never
Well, they
heard
won't
of
laugh
that.
when you're done with them, Bear.
Ooh, magma. Be nice to me.
Yeah, that happens.
Want a cocktail while you wait?
You drink pink gin.
Some of them are quite simple, and as demonstrated by Mrs. One, some of them aren't.
Well, that one goes into 2 posts. A mouthful. Jesus. 25 milliliters of espresso and 1 milliliter of cranberry juice.
So, one of the random things I added was measure. So before any given liquid, it's just measure of blank, and measure gets replaced with something from a list of measures, including various milliliters, various imperial measurements, and things like mouthfuls, and
My brain is more making
Kara.
confused noises about the espresso and cranberry, but
Now, Kira. Why did I think when I wrote that one that Kira would get it and I'd feel bad?
Because you knew. You knew what was gonna happen.
Didn't know I suspected. It suspected random.
There he is, the little cotton ball.
I'm glad about the music though, Kira. That's very pleasing. One day I'll finish the music and actually release it. What's going on? Aww. Fluffy Palima.
He is a little cotton ball. Listen, I low-key based like Palimon on a Gannet. Very low-key. But that's also why he looks like this, because baby Gannets just look like that.
something management would like you to spot the difference. Yeah,
Give him a rat.
wrong thing.
Little snacky.
Little snacky.
But yeah, baby chickens are usually just little yellow balls of fluff. Sometimes more brown, but very soft and cute. And since the bill is on the short side, they don't look quite as bizarre as this little puffball.
Can you merge layers? Excellent question. You right click merge? Oh, it's the one with the scissors. Again, I think we've talked about how that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, merge down is the little icon with scissors and a down arrow.
I mean, I guess the idea is you're cutting it out of one layer and sticking it in the one below it, but
I'd use glue. Might be better. I mean, I don't know what the icon for glue would be, but
yeah, exactly.
it wouldn't be scissors. Good point.
Oh, and I guess speaking of birds, so apparently over in Australia, there was a delay in a rocket launch in Queensland, and when they were trying to figure out what the hell happened, they found video evidence of like wild cockatoo apparently coming in and fucking around with some cables, and it's like, damn birds. So yeah, a cockatoo prevented Australia from launching their first rocket into space, or first Australian-made rocket into space.
I don't think I've heard anything that's more Australian than that, honestly.
Hmm. Recipe drawing is misapproved.
Thank you. I stole it.
Well, you stole the pose. You are currently drawing it.
I wanted to be happy always. Stop making them cry. I'll make the next one happy.
But miss, that hurt comfort.
Comfort, but emphasis on the comfort. Always comfort. You know, I felt bad making them have an argument for the newsletter. And we didn't even see the argument.
It's a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat.
There! There's a cat. Exhumst.
It also
Hello.
scared me because it's the first time I heard someone enter a call in over a week. Because Discord doesn't show me, doesn't give me that notification sound for some reason.
Discord just doesn't give me that notification sound at all. I never hear people. I can hear when people post messages and stuff. Not while I'm streaming, but in general.
Yeah.
But the joining a chat sound is just no.
For some reason, it comes and goes for me. Like, usually I have it. Sorry, there was more to that statement, but I think the band's playing outside.
The what plan?
I got distracted. I don't know. I don't know what was happening, but I think I just heard like a bunch of trumpets. I don't know why. To be fair, at first I thought it was just a bunch of cars honking at each other. Then I went, I think this is going on too long for it to be cars, huh? And that's how I figured out it was probably instruments. And that tells you the extent of my musical background.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some piece out there that has honking cars as one of the instruments, considering that I know for a fact there's a classical piece that involves cannons, and there is a not classical because it wasn't made during the classical period, but it is an orchestra arrangement that involves 2 vacuum cleaners.
Yeah. I think a gun as well. I can't. I logged out of Twitch. Ooh. Ooh, Twitch.
My cat. What if I start redesigning Kira live on stream?
If.
What if I do that? It'd be horrible for me, but
As horrible as me trying to draw this bloody nose.
you're doing great. Look at them, cuties. Gonna draw next to bear. For funsies.
You're braver than I. And it's not a
And also
compar-
so that I'm not stuck in a corner.
right next to there is not a comparison I want to fight.
No, don't box me in. No, you're all good, miss. It's just that I was
No.
feeling claustrophobic, and that's not your fault.
No, sorry, it's taking up less room than me, miss.
Take up the entire fucking canvas if you want.
Do it.
I'll deal.
Do it.
I'm gonna try to draw my stupid little guy, gender neutral. There you go.
Yeah. That's the goblin way. How goeth Ab times? Bear. I'm assuming this is an Ab study.
What if I give her a
With
big
the,
old ears?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Practice is happening as an act of procrastination. Hey, look. An act of procrastination is better than my default of an inact of procrastination. So... yeah, productive procrastination. Oh, people have... I always miss about a third of the torso.
People have a stomach.
The stomach I get. The tids I get. There's a bit in between, and I always forget about that.
Ah, liver.
Yeah.
It's where the
I mean,
cocktails
yeah,
go.
technically that is where the liver is, I guess.
Yeah, Bear steals the third, so we balance out.
Wait, no, I think the liver is actually right above the intestines. Hold on.
Yeah, I think I messed it up because I think the where's the liver?
Sorry, I just read Ragdoll saying hold on as if they're sort of looking at their own.
Yeah, just opening up their
Hold on.
stomach.
No, the sound of Velcro.
No, I guess the liver is mostly above the stomach. Yeah. They're like sort of situated on opposite sides of the body and like put together like a couple of Tetris pieces. And then below that is the large and small intestines and all the other fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff! You and I have different definitions of fun stuff? Sure.
I mean, I think the human body is fascinating. I just don't want to work with it as part of my job because it's also horrifying. Whoever designed this leaves bad notes.
At the turn of the millennium, in Britain, there was a thing called the Millennium Dome. It was a bit of a faff. It didn't quite work out. But they had a bunch of exhibits and things to look at, and a big tourist attraction, basically. And one of them was a giant body that you could walk in and look at all of the inside of the human body. Anyway, little Crispy didn't like that, cried, and had to be let out. So I don't like bodies. Biology.
See, I'm the opposite. Now, granted, it's not a full body, but our science museum, your local science museum, has some stuff, including a very large set of jaws that you can walk into, and then in most of the teeth, there is a little educational activity thing about mouths and teeth. And I thought that was just real neat.
Yeah, we also.
And now you draw a family of animated corpses, yeah?
Turn your trauma into something creative. Sorry, you were going to say, Chief?
No, I just want to. We also have like a body museum, basically. I'm trying to fucking remember the name of it. It's just called Corpus.
The
Yeah,
Corpus.
Corpus. No, that's something different. No, yeah, it's called Corpus. It's a human body museum in Leiden, in Netherlands. And go through the entire human body.
Well, next time we visit, we're not going there. Or I'm not.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Whoever designed this made your
On
ability
the
to
outside,
balance.
looks like a sitting guy.
Oh, that's neat. I like that. Yeah, whoever designed this made your ability to balance depending on you not getting a head cold, and that's the dumbest design.
Yeah, it's weird that your balance is dictated by a thing inside your ear.
It's just to keep everything near the head. I've played Factorio. You want to keep, things together. You have too many cables running around, you're going to get confused.
Oh, you mean like the miles and miles of cableage that is your nervous system?
Yeah, but that's usually going somewhere that doesn't have to be right next to it. In fact, it has to be far away because other tubes keep it far away. Short of us just becoming a sphere that floats around. Which would be nice. Balance rolls a d20 every day. How good. Nat 1 today, no. It's not okay, Kiro. You deserve hug.
Absolutely not okay. How dare you, Kira?
Well, yay for not hurting shins. And the opposite of yay for you? Nay, probably nay.
We horsing now?
Yeah.
I drew a horse
They
last time.
stop horsing around.
Joking there about keeping stable. I don't know. We'll put a rain check on it.
Hmm.
Oops.
Mr. Fluffies.
Good
Ooh.
fluffies.
Big floof on the burr. Ah. I remember you saying maybe Briar will get an iPad, but what if just floof?
What if just flew?
What if floof? Do what I seem to be doing with many of my characters, which is just covering the eyes with hair. Have you considered floof? If so, you may be entitled to compensation.
I have considered floomf, and I will be considering it for the rest of eternity. Thank you.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn on my lights.
How dare you?
There. Now I can see again. Yay.
Oh, I have found the limits of the zoom function. Effectively.
There are no limits.
Yeah, there is a limit. It is a limit of how many zeros are there here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One with 8 zeros percent. And in that's effectively even too much because you're so zoomed in. You are zoomed into the middle of a pixel. At least with this resolution.
Oh, it gets crumbly. Oh, it doesn't like that. That's not what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, you didn't used to be able to zoom in, but they must have changed that as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for this canvas, at least zooming in that much is effectively useless because it's you're zoomed into a single pixel, and in the middle of a single pixel. So like, but yeah, that's. Oof. Didn't mean to do that, but now we know. I feel like that's dangerous knowledge I've now given you, Cresp, given how often we're looking at stuff you've drawn and it's like, what are you even doing? What scale is this? Why would you do that to yourself?
Do that. That's the bit of some sort of floating point assumptions going on here, but you zoom in so far, the actual like grid itself collapses. It just becomes this weird zigzag. Yeah, we're splitting the pixel. Made the large pixel collider.
Yeah, see, on my screen, I still have the grid. It's just that after a certain point, you're so zoomed in that you are inside of a pixel, so you can't see the grid because you are inside of one box in the grid.
On mine, you can see the grid because it's going nuts. Just figured out what I'm drawing? That's demonstrating I don't know how chins work. Can you believe to learn I don't know anatomy? Yeah. So strong. Okay. I'll go get good food, Kira. You're probably not here, but still. It's a sentiment. I should draw Sloane and Theo in that pose. I think the expressions might be slightly different. Any of the proportions of this way out. They look at each other lovingly all the time. parody a duelo with your trio. Yeah. What draw? Well, there are these romance covers, you see.
Oh boy, time to grab the URL again.
Between who? Excellent question. I vote, Rose and Finn.
I mean, when it comes to romance novel covers with your own personal characters, you can either do it with characters where it's incredibly appropriate, like with the boyfriends here, or incredibly inappropriate. And both work, just in different ways.
Rose is too clean and Finn is too thin. Exactly. You get the vision. Yeah, precise mimic of the poses, but everybody is annoyed or fury. And if you have it in you to draw bodies, this is the most you've drawn in a long time and been happy with it. Yeah. Now you don't have to push yourself if you don't. Well, just do what makes
Could
you
also
happy.
just draw a silly little guy. That's fine.
Draw Finn's mugshot. It is getting warm again. It's good news for me and the exercise regime I just started. I'm great at time.
Hmm.
Stop showing off.
Yeah, I also started an exercise regime and then immediately went to a calm, so it's immediately shot.
Well, the amount of walking you've probably done, like.
Yeah. For sure. My feet were very, very tired. Hero, what kind of flight do I live for you? For those not in the know, while we're meeting up, we're gonna be playing a little superhero RPG, and I decided to play as Kira with Junior. For those not in the know who those are,
There's layers here.
there's layers. Kira is an old D&D character who used to be a warlock who made a pact with like a cosmic kind of parasite entity. They are under the assumption they have married and are co-parenting the parasite baby that's inside their body, feeding on their life force.
Master.
Goop parent, yep.
They might be incredibly stupid, but you know. um but in the new RPG they're an like from an alien race who basically got saved by the parasite because it interacts well with their body. Probably still just like under the assumption they're now co-parent. Still not the brightest bulb in the box. Just they're still pretty stupid.
So it's like Venom, and instead of getting a cosmic horror boyfriend that's now part of your suit, it's a cosmic horror baby that's a part of your suit.
Yeah. It's Venom, but if the guy was just trying to parent the parasite inside his body the entire time.
And when I say it's a boyfriend that's a part of your suit, I'm not joking. That's canon.
Yeah.
As it should be, presumably. I don't.
Um.
Big ol' ears.
Here is a very tiny, stupid little comic I made for Kira back in the day.
I was gonna say there was a comic.
I forgot it. Yeah, there was a comic. We're talking about Kira. My stupid little guy. And I just kind of wanted to give them a little visual update. Now that they're in a different genre.
And I'm playing a robot who's watched too many gardening shows.
Oh yeah.
I do love that he is still a robot.
Oh yeah. I don't quite know what the origin for the superhero thing is. Probably just started looking after plants inside himself, and the radioactive power source that runs him made the plants go weird. And now they have plant power. It's slightly concerning because they're a nurse, if I remember correctly.
I mean, I know, like when you and Dirk were talking about this, I know the we'll just respec light into plants was essentially in practice, mechanics-wise we're using the light powers, but it's using plants instead. But my first thought was like, so he's got a laser pointer and he's like using that to direct where the plants are going. I see.
That is, yeah, that's generally like, I have the plants in me, how do I tell them where to go? Well, bzing. Jay, this coat's way too big for you. Yeah. Yeah, it's poison ivy. Only a robot who likes ground floor. Ooh. Here out. Peace. Cat, are you just scribbling over what you've just drawn? Oh, it's another layer. That's okay. He's
I don't know what kind of vibe I want for Kara this time. Clothing wise. The vibe for personality is stupid. Mhm.
Zuffin.
I like how you kept the placement of the one hand we can clearly see in the picture, which is meaning that it's like lifting up boyfriend with single arm.
Yeah. Kay does the lifting of the heavy rugby players. Jay is nothing.
I'm reminded of that Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke. Like, do I weigh anything to you? No, it's like holding a handful of grapes.
Once had a description of Jason Mantzoukas, who described British currency as weighing. It weighs less than not having it. Because our coins are very, very small compared to everyone else.
Miss is drawing a scrungle.
This is a good scrungle.
Excellent.
Yeah.
An incredible amount of scrungle.
Mucho scrungle. It was first mugshot, nice. It's a collection. No notes.
This also looks like those mildly deranged baby photos.
Chocolate, you got chocolate. I egged it again, boom. Peanut butter and honey. You broke my Komodo.
Yum.
How did you? Oh. What did Finn do?
He threw up.
I got
Looks
into
like
the
Finn got
custom.
into something. Lost in the sauce.
Is it Sambuca? Hang on, let me. Yeah, not Sambuca. What is it? I want to throw up a little.
Just a little bit.
Advocat. That's it.
What?
Advocat. Which makes sense that it's Dutch now that I think about it.
What? I need context, Chris. What
The
the
drink.
fuck is that?
There's a drink called Advocat, made of eggs, sugar, and
Yes.
brandy, and it's quite thick and yellow. And this picture of Finn just reminded me of my brother, who apparently, while very, very young, just chugged a bottle of Advocaat thinking it was custard. And so I'm just imagining that's what Finn's just done. Just face down into a bowl of Advocaat.
Okay. Thank you for the explanation. Because for me, you were just suddenly saying the
about
word
lawyers.
lawyer
Yeah.
out of fucking nowhere.
Lawyer, lawyer, lawyer. Ah, lawyers. No, you named a drink lawyer. That's not up to. Not my
I did
fault.
that personally.
Yeah, you specifically.
Mm.
I did learn the word Advocaat. Did not make the connection until now. Yeah, I feel like I should know something.
I mean, you could follow Miss's example and draw a mugshot.
Finn is innocent. Finnocent.
Sure. That's what they all say.
I mean, mugshots mean nothing in terms of innocent or guilt. It just means that you've been processed by the police station.
Were you drawn, by the way, Cat?
Finn's innocent. Was. Oh no! Oh god, that's a grangle. Oh no.
Baby.
That is a very good link. Actress named Juju, you find really cool looking. Nice. From your C dramas. Oh, right.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Now that you've said it, I can't unsee it, I think is the problem.
Oh, look at the scene going down. That's why they're a bit apprehensive. Ooh, Kara's getting into the sea dramas.
I'm actually gonna tune it early. There's no fuel left in the tank.
That's fair. You've been very busy.
I have been busy. So, have a good one, everyone. I'll see y'all sometime later.
Hey, have a good one.
Goodbye.
Rest well.
God, now I also can't unsee the shirt with muscles printed on it. I see you are giving Miss an emotion.
No. Where'd you go? Didn't erase, deleted. Munched and crunched. Except, of course, when I go back into the VOD and screenshot it and add it back into the canvas.
Or we invade Mrs. House and hit Control Z.
No, they lock the back door. Can't get in. I've tried.
Tiny Finn.
Ow! Ah, yes.
Feral baby child. Nova looks very pleased with themselves.
And Finn also looks very pleased with them. Finn and Nova. Besties in chaos. Run out of orange juice. That's fair. I personally think for running out of drawing juice, that's real good. But you did real cool stuff. There's a rose and a bar and a gobbo and a fin and another fin. Many gifts.
I know we've described this as Finn's first mugshot, but I need this now mocked up as like a baby photo.
It can go with Plymon's one as well. I'm gonna send the Plymon baby photo to Dart. See if have it jump scare cheap in an RPG.
Random curse. Everyone's been de-aged.
I was just thinking more embarrassing, like someone who knew Paimon when they were young was like, I've got these pictures. Hey, adventuring party, look at these pictures of Paimon.
know was gonna stress Jan out. I mean, maybe. Although I will say, Cresp, even though everyone else was like screaming at you with that comic, I did very much enjoy seeing the transition from Jan just being like, yeah, what the fuck ever, fine, I guess I'll do this, to being, oh, I guess I'm a parent now.
Yeah. There was the little pause of like, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do with this. And the simple answer of, I do what I would like to have had done with me. February broken. Also, bold of you to assume Jan also does not have a... May definitely has one. Don't worry about it.
I think it would be very funny for May to both have a mugshot and also have like a police consultant ID.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those things of like, don't ask too many questions.
All the calendars have a mugshot. February doesn't talk about it. No. I do not want to know the awkward misunderstanding that led to October having a mugshot. Nova talks about it a lot because it's fun.
March for trespassing. Actually, that brings up an interesting question. What are... Because I know some places have, like, rambling laws.
Yeah.
For bodily assault. I feel like if June has been arrested for bodily assault, they weren't actually convicted of anything because the court basically determined no, that you were in the right there. Because I imagine it happened because someone walked into the store and didn't understand what the rules are here for the customer and server relationship.
No. Yeah.
Miss posting.
Good
Lovely
outs.
Nova pics.
You can still do art. Look at all this good art. But I get it. It's tough sometimes.
Yes, I like to think that Rue being in for fighting the police isn't they tacked on resisting arrest type thing as they were arresting Rue for something else. It's just Rue found a police officer and went, cool. I know exactly what I'm doing this afternoon. I feel like whatever Sloane is in for, Sloane is not in for long.
Sloane's list is basically a biography, yeah. Yeah, gotta try and figure out what Sloane isn't in.
Tax evasion.
Well, there are slow days. Oh no, that's Risk Mac. Yeah, used to miss. It's fine. Go rest. Have a chill. Yeah. Also, yes, the name of this can. What was it?
Robert Downey Jr. because he's so fluffy.
Yeah, it's called Robert. He's called Robert Downey Jr. because he's feathery, which was a replacement for my original idea, which was whatever the name for the bit of skin on the other side of an elbow is, which was too long, didn't it? Anyone know what the name of the bit of skin on the other side of the elbow is?
I mean, it's skin. Technically, your skin is all one large organ, so...
Well, yeah, but the armpit's called the armpit, right? Got a name. Does the elbow pit have a name? Weenus! I wasn't expecting that. Weenus, teenage dirtbag? I think that's something different. I didn't know that. That's very silly.
I would ask why, but also I'm not sure I want to know. But yeah, technically your skin is all one large organ.
Yes. Largest organ in the body. Or on the body. Of the body.
And it has layers.
Like an ogre. Floor time is phenomenal. Thought I knew it, that's why I was asking. No, I didn't. You think I set these things up? I was just coming up with a stupid sentence to name the thing. Floor time rug. The big problem I have with floor time is that at some point it has to stop being floor time, and you have to get up from floor time. And getting up from floor time is awkward.
See, usually I just lay across the bed. On account of it also being a fairly flat surface, and I can get up from it more easily. But also, there are other benefits of floor time, like apparently one one thing that's useful for like just generally keeping your body going, and a thing they use for checking with the elderly to see how things are going is like, how well can you get onto the floor and then get yourself back up off the floor?
Yeah. Getting up off the floor is not necessarily a trivial action. Particularly when the reason you're on the floor is because it happened very suddenly.
Yep. And as with most things, you sort of start at an easier thing and then work your way up. So like anyone who's like, oh, you need to do push-ups, it's like, don't start with push-ups. Start with wall presses. Just just stand next to a wall far enough away that it's less than your arm length, and put your hands against the wall, lean forward, and then just push yourself back and forth from the wall. Start there. Don't start horizontal.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever successfully done a full push-up. My elbows just lock. Yeah, you're lifting a whole person. You know how heavy people are? Bloody gravity, honestly.
And if
Someone
you're
could
doing
just go into
push-ups,
the
you're lifting
settings
a
of...
whole person with muscles that aren't used to lifting a whole person. Because at least your legs are usually used to going, okay, yeah, we got to keep this idiot above us. That's fine. Your arms don't do that, really.
You know, I was just thinking about the mugshot conversation we were having earlier and January's mugshot. And I was just thinking, I was thinking of doodling it. Thought it'd be nice to have the full collection of all of my characters' mugshot. But then I thought, how does that work exactly? Because I'm fairly certain January would have had their mugshot prior to meeting February, which we have now established is prior to them choosing a name. What do you put on the
It
little
might
thing?
just have the date of when he was brought in.
Name. Yeah, that's
Because
gonna...
usually mugshot information, I mean, it varies from place to place, but usually mugshot information has information like name of the person, inmate number, and usually also a date of some sort. So, like, they were found in January.
So it probably does actually have a January written on it somewhere. Hey, Bez's getting real good at the muscles.
Names John and Doe's. Yeah, John Doe and Jane Doe, or sometimes John Smith or Jane Smith, are just used as placeholders of like, we don't know what this person is called, that we need to put something in the form. John Deere and Doe. Bear, I need you to know that this now looks like you've got drawn a couple of frat boy deers.
That was the vibe I was getting, yeah.
Like, I'm going to expect that the next scene is one of them doing a keg stand. I'm not wrong.
Doing a cake stand?
Keg stand.
Cake stand. I don't know what that is, but I imagine alcohol's involved.
Yes. They're not clever for 3
I'll
months
add it to
of
the
beer.
cocktail list.
It's so typically the idea of a keg stand is you get like a giant, like one of those large kegs of usually beer. You get one of those bendy tube things put into it so you can get liquid out, and you do a handstand on top of the keg while you are drinking out of the tube.
Oh. I'm gonna work under the impression that asking why won't yield many results.
No, unlikely.
Sometimes my inquisitive nature is at odds with the question at hand. The necks have snapped doing that and falling off. I think that's part of it. probably. Remember, alcohol is good at reducing bodily trauma from blunt force impact. So, you're probably fine. Very important to ask how to get down, though, trust me.
Betty, have you done a keg stand?
Reduces it, not just a feeling of it. I believe in sudden impacts, because you don't tense up because your reflexes are terrible because you're drunk. It does actually reduce muscular damage from blunt force trauma. Slightly. I mean, you're probably more
Also,
likely to get
alcohol is a
into an
blood
accident. You're likely to get into an accident as a consequence of it, but if you are in an accident, slightly reduces damage. Your first and last,
also
do not
alcohol's a
recommend.
blood thinner, so that means that at the very least, the trauma's not quite as noticeable.
Well, thank you, Bet, for your scientific inquiry. As a friend of the Tube Stream, Voltaire says, once a philosopher, twice a pervert. You did it once. Good job. I have no idea if that's actually a Voltaire quote. I just know Eric Idle keeps saying it.
Did you know your son sounds like a goose
I mean, I
when
wouldn't
he
put it
gets
past
hurt?
Voltaire.
Ha! Ha!
What are you telling? What, do we have reflexes then? Just don't tense up the body, stupid? I don't know. I mean, it depends. I don't know, it depends on the trauma. Probably designed for like small things that it would help for. Like a little branch falling out of a tree or something and going, ah! Like that. Car crashes tend not to be, factored into evolution.
Yeah, the one of the things you have to remember, Kat, our big meaty brain has scienced our way past any sort of natural instincts we have. So, like, our reflexes don't work at 60 miles an hour. But cars do.
Yeah.
And yeah, tension is a thing where it's like, if you need basically it's a preparation state, like your muscle is ready to go, the energy is there, you need to do something with it. So, like, you have the tension and it's like, okay, about to do a running start, there's tension in your body. But that doesn't work if you're not running and it's a car.
How dare you? This is calling me out. Did not say. Did not say Cheeb was friends with Voltaire. Said Voltaire was friend of Cheeb Stream.
Fight, 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 fight.
Done, just chilling is too hot. Yeah, that's probably a good place to stop then. Because I have also been doing. Good draws. Good times, nice chat. Great thing. I keep looking down in the corner and being jump scared by an old teacher of mine.
You're the one who put him there.
I know, but I also have the memory of a goldfish. So... half a gold. But yee! Swoosh. We swoosh away to the main area where I can click this and go, whoa! Lost in Random, coming up Tuesday. This is a fun game, it's got very silly writing. Thanks for being here, allowing you to be late and do that before school starts tomorrow. Very exciting. You got this, cat.
Good luck, cat.
Yeah. And hopefully the busyness of school will allow your brain to chill out for a sec. Not chill out, but like, you know, lay off all the bad. Oh, Mad Kissy. Yeah, Mad Kissy came from Lost in Random, if you wonder why we keep saying. Yeah, not tonight, yeah. You could do it, that was fine. No Keg-Stand, exactly. But yeah. Lost in Random Tuesday. Other things happening as the week goes on. Don't know if anyone else is going to stream. Betwixt my nonsense.
I might try during a couple of what's essentially my mornings, but we'll see how I feel about it.
The Dragon Quest, maybe? Or?
Yeah. And then we'll see what names I give to the various characters.
Yeet. Ragdoll Strand.
See how much I remember of Dragon Quest 3, because it's been a hot minute.
Exciting. And I shall be spending the week trying to get the newsletter ready for the end of next week. If possible. Also Patreon update tomorrow. Busy, busy, busy. Many things to be done. Also preparing for a trip. I guess I can say that in advance. In a couple of weeks' time, I and some friends will be going on a trip, so there won't be any streams for a week. Last week of August. So ye. That. I have little more to add. 'Cause I don't know how it's gonna go. Well, hopefully it'll be great. Miss you. Yeah, miss you. I'm sure we'll chat in Discord. Doing bacon and gaming and nonsense with friends. Gotta go take care of Pooch. Take care of Pooch. We will also take care of various other things like ourselves and getting chocolate. Thanks everybody for being here. Hope you had a lovely time. Thank you for doodling, people who doodled. Thank you for chatting, people who chatted. Thank you for lurking, people who lurked. And have a good. See you all around. Bye bye, bye bye.
Bye.